What's up, guys? Manga chapter for Naruto 599 is finally out. It was a bit unique chapter. I actually liked the beginning of the chapter surprisingly. Now, some people might not like it because there's no text, but what this chapter really did that I really liked was that it was able to get its message across with no text. It first starts off as you see Tobi. Well, Obito actually. It's actually confirmed now. Obito is Tobi. A lot of people out there are pissed. Uh, you know, I didn't give a shit if it was Tobi, if Tobi was Obito or Zuna or Kagami. It didn't matter as long as there was a good explanation as to how that happened. Now we didn't get explanation as to how Obito became Tobi, but I'm sure we're gonna get this information later on in the series. Some people are gonna be pissed and be like, "Oh, well, I told you so. It's Obito." It was being hinted at Obito for the longest time. There was never any hints at it being Kagami or Azuna, in my opinion. I didn't dismiss the Azuna or Kagami theories. I mean, it was still possible, and it could have been a big twist. Some people actually gave me posted theories on forums and whatnot, and they were very convincing as to how it could be Azuna or Kagami. But throughout the series, it was always kind of small hints to Obito, in my opinion. But it's Obito, so oh well, we all have to get over it now. But what I like about this chapter, how it starts off, is that it pretty much is able to get its meaning across without actually having any text. Some people might just say, well, it's no text, what the hell's going on? Actually, yeah, text, could have been nice, to know what the characters are saying, but if you actually look at the pictures and you read the pictures, I'm not talking about the text, but you read the pictures that actually make sense to you, and you will see how the character is. You will see how Obito is. Obito is just like Naruto if he was an Uchiha version, and he's just like it. He's trying to prove how good of a ninja he is, but he's getting his ass kicked. He's always failing. Kakashi's always, going up above his ass and shit. He's always, trying to get Ren's attention, but, she's always got eyes for Kakashi. Ren is a bit different compared to Sakura. She seems to be, a miracle ninja like Sakura. Her hair is somewhat similar, the shorter version anyways. But she seems to be not as loud, in my opinion. It's not too bad. But again, she's a woman, so your mom took her uselessness probably out the goddamn window. Because she is all on them, But it shows you that he's just like Naruto, and he pretty much, tries to say, I'm gonna beat a guy's ass, and he fails, He's getting a pep talk from Ren one time, so he starts training again, tries to beat guy in the tournament for the tuning exam, fails, of course. Well, Kakashi is fighting, guy wins, Ren's cheering him on. You can see the little blush marks because she's, I guess excited or, liking her man beating guy's ass, I guess. And Obito's like, man, I wanted that ass, So, and that was pretty much, the whole thing. And I'll also get to see a few new things as well. We get to know that guy is, and I think Genma and Ibisu is teammates. We ought to get see Anko. I think two other people. I don't know who they are. You also get a few other members. We get to see, Hayate and I think Ibiki and Dor. I don't know. I can't remember the guy's last name, or Tor Core. I can't remember what the fucking name is. But we get to see a few. I would actually prefer to see a few more teammates, but that's fine. But the chapter got his message across through pictures, and that's something I didn't see. I don't recall seeing hardly any mangas ever doing that, especially Naruto. I mean, it was well done, but at the same time, it was a bit dragged on. We were we want to see Tobi's face. We want to see that for the longest time. My opinion, it doesn't matter if we do see his face. If you really think about it, is that because he still has to be beat regardless. But we want to see his face and know who the fuck he is for the longest time. So we finally got it, and it's kind of short-lived. We see his face and that's it, So it doesn't really show us how he becomes, Obito becomes Tobi. So hopefully that explains that in the later chapters. I'm sure Kishimoto will. There's also this fake spoiler that went around, I believe this week or so, about it being I think a Zuno or something. You know, some spoiler on some other website. And, you know, it seemed, you know, if you read it, it seemed kind of legit, but at the same time, you didn't see anybody else have it. You see, say, an island or, you know, the big site, you know, hosting it. So kind of brought suspicions, but yeah, it was fake. So, not this chapter, in my opinion, it was okay. I liked the beginning of it, but it was too dragged on. You know, I kind of knew Obito was kind of like Naruto. It was nice to see that again, you know, to remind us of him, of what he's like. I guess this chapter was more like, this is how Obito was, you know. And now you're like, shit, he's the villain character. You see this guy who was wanting to become, you know, strong ninja and impress people, and now he's a villain. So it's like, you know, it was kind of like a contrast. It wanted to show you, you know, how he started off and how he is, and that was the whole point of this chapter. It just, you know, it was trying to make it epic, I suppose, in a sense. But the moment it showed Obito, then you were like, yeah, it just kind of, you know, ruined the climatic, you know, expert splash. You know, you were like, well, there goes the surprise. But some people are saying that, you know, hey, well, it doesn't make sense, man. How was Obito Tobi? It just doesn't make any sense. She's saying, you know, how did he help out Itachi kill the village, you know, or how did Minato, you know, not know it was Obito? Here's the things, you know, it hasn't fully been explained to us how he is, you know, Tobi. If you look at the chapter, you know, when he was fighting Minato, Tobi was Obito, what do you want to call him now? And you see his arm was liquefying and stuff. It was like hanging out, whatever, and stuff. You know, it seems to me that he seemed to be part of Zetsu more than likely, the way it is going down. And some people were saying, you know, should he be able to sense his chakra? I do not know. Minato was a sensory type ninja. You know, if he was, yeah, assuming he had a time to sense, you know, maybe he was just too worried about his child having a fucking bomb strapped to his chest. So I don't know. Now, how old was Obito during the attack with the 9 cells? Well, it's kind of hard to say, to be honest, how old it was, because Itachi was still a kid. Sasuke was a baby. Itachi, you know, maybe it was, I don't know how old is Itachi and Sasuke in difference, but Kakashi is older, so it was assumed that, you know, Obito was, you know, I don't know, maybe in his 20s or so, you know. I'm not saying he's that damn old. He had to be in his 20s or something. He had a mask on, so it made him sound older, I guess. You know, he was old enough to fight the 4th Hokage. Now, how did he get all these abilities? You know, you can only theorize, but if you use common sense, you can pretty much guess now. He got revived by somebody. You know, I'm sure he didn't get out there by himself. You know, some more than likely Zetsu or Madara pretty much came out there and said, hey, you know, you want to help us out, man? You know, somebody convinced him of what, you know, ain't telling some kind of brainwash shit going on. I don't know at the moment. But, you know, obviously he has some kind of connection to Madara, you know. So, well, give me a like if you want to subscribe also. How you like the chapter? You know, I thought it was an okay chapter, you know. It was very short lived. It could have been better, but, you know, my opinion, a 4 out of 5, you know. But I say it's a good chapter today. It really was. There's a few, you know, things people are a bit annoyed about it, but, you know, have some patience, you know. It's going to be revealed, you know. I'm pretty confident, you know, Kishimoto will not just, you know, forget this, because let's face it, you know, whenever a character gets ready to die, what does he always do anyways? Gives him more flashbacks on that character. So I'm not saying he's going to, you know, reveal information now, but maybe when they kill Tobi, hey, this is how it became Obito, you know. Well, Obito became Tobi. So, give me a you know, a like, you know, subscribe also if you like this chapter review. Also let me know below in the comments, how do you like this chapter? Was it, you know, entertaining to you? Do you have any problems with it? Or, you know, are you still bitching and moaning about, you know, it's Obito? So let me know. How's it going for you? See you guys later.